Good morning. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It is day 3 of the 30-day challenge. I don't know about you guys, but I've been having fun. I'm excited for today. Guys, we've got a lot. We've got a lot that's happened in 2 days. I mean, really, like 3 hours one morning, 3 hours the other. So like 6 hours. 6 hours we had a lot that happened. And we've got a lot going on today. So I hope everybody's excited. I hope you're staying warm, depending where you are. Up by me, it is cold today in Danbury, Connecticut. It is freezing. That's why we're doing deals in Orlando. Brad Nathan's our studs. Appreciate it, man. Guys, if anybody has not had the chance to check out Brad Chandler and his content, oh my gosh, you guys got to do that. You're missing out. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. We got Bam. Bam. I like it, guys. All right. Cool. So what are we doing today? Let's kind of pick up where we left off. So we've been adding buyers to our list of people we can go to. Let me share my screen with you guys. Present. Share screen. All right. Cool. Okay. So, all right. So we have quick recap. So we've gone on Facebook groups. We've joined everything in our new market. We've posted in there, and we have also looked up title companies. Why would we do that? So that we can then call them and be like, hey, we heard you guys are a great investor-friendly title company. Do you happen to work with any buyers? Why would we call title companies? Because a closing can't happen without a title company, right? So, and we want to know, I mean, better than any software, better than any data, title companies know who is actually coming in, like who are the people actually closing deals, every month. So that's what we want to talk to. We want to know who's actually closing deals. And guys, it's not a cold call, right? I'm not calling somebody out of the blue. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but if we're able to go about it in a way to where a title company is like, oh yeah, speak to like, as we'll see in some emails here in just a minute, guys, that's a warm introduction. That rapport, you're going to be able to get so much farther with that. So cool. So that's where we're at. So we've got a few really good buyers, and we're going to be looking to add a few more. First, let's actually hop into Facebook. Let's see what responses we've got. Great to hear. So, yeah, yesterday afternoon, this woman, she's like, oh, hey, call. I think this happened like right at 10:55, right at the end yesterday. So I ended up getting to speak with Thomas from her company. Really good conversation. So basically, he's like, yeah, pretty much like our bread and butter is working with investors. He's like assignments, double closes, subject twos, creative finance, all that stuff. He's like, yeah, we do it, man. We're, we love working with investors. And so I'm like, perfect. Music to my ears. I was like, you don't happen to work with any fix and flippers in Orlando, do you? And he's like, yeah, man, we do. And so that's actually who the emails are from in my email list. So this is Katie. She was originally the person that popped up on our list. So where is our list? Title companies. Okay, so Katie McGinnis. So she will mark her as green. Do I feel like I use a different green every time? Is it just me? I want like a brighter green. What green did I use here? Who knows? It's a mystery. All right. Cool. So Katie's green, we connected with her. Ryan, we want to get a hold of him today. Let's go back to Facebook. Oops. All right. Cool. Who else did we have? Bobby Joe Justice. Hey, I'm free. Sorry, I had meetings all day. Just saw this. So she actually called me yesterday evening. I actually wanted to wait and give her a call back today. So hopefully we can get her on the phone this morning so you guys can hear it. All right. Brad, so cool what you guys are doing. Done 4,000 deals, and I'd be scared to do what you're doing. Maybe not scared, but a bit nervous. Man, Brad, I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, we'll see what happens in the next 30 days. And man, I don't know. I think 4,000 deals is is a bit is a step up. Is a step up from what I'm doing right now. But hopefully some people, especially some of you guys that are newer, and you're just getting started. Really the main goal is, to hopefully just make it a little bit easier for you guys. I know what it was like when I first got started. Man, I was on YouTube trying to figure it all out. I was so broke. I mean, guys, I get it. I know what it's like to spend like $37 on skip tracing and being like, oh man, I hope there's a deal in this. So I've been there. So I feel for you guys for sure. And it's a long journey, a lot of bumps along the way. But I've definitely learned a few things. So hopefully with this 30-day challenge, that's also why Nathan and I were really big on, we want to try and do as much as we can with like literally $0. So that's why everything we've done has been 100% free. Because we want to show you guys, no matter kind of where you're starting out, paid ways can be great. But we want to show kind of really effective ways that, you can get started, you can do well, you can, be honest and ethical, the way you kind of go about it, and make yourself some money in the process. And then you can use that profit and then, pay for stuff from there. But cool. All right. So Bobby Joe Justice, man, that is a mouthful. We want to get a hold of her today. Let's see. Anybody respond to this comment, a post that you're tagged in? I think that's a personal. Let's see. Did I look at these? I think I looked at these. Okay, cool. So, guys, yesterday we posted looking for cash buyers. So we want to DM. What do you have? Hey, Andrew. Reaching out. My post for Orlando. Chat on the phone today. Yeah, guys, for me personally, I don't like a whole lot of back and forth on like Facebook or messengers. I try to get people as quick as possible on the phone. This is also a little different. I think when we're talking marketing and direct seller marketing, that can be a little bit different. But ideally, from my experience, you know, when you're able to get people on the phone, you'll be able to get much further with the conversation, and a lot faster. You'll be able to pull out, you know, hey, is this person legit? Are they not? You know, are we a good fit for each other, or, you know, not at all? Cool. Virtual assistants. If anybody, guys, there is no shortage of VAs. That is for sure. There's no shortage. Why is there's a hidden? Okay. Yep. There's another one. Boom. Cool. Cool. Oh, I just deleted my Facebook groups. All right. So yesterday, Thomas was who. So these emails are from that guy Thomas that I spoke with. So yesterday he off the top of his head, he threw out like 3 names. He's like, oh, these are 3 guys that I think would be a really good fit for you. And so what he did was, I asked him, I was like, hey, you know, would you be able to introduce, you know, give me an introduction, or anything like that? Because he originally was like, yeah, we don't really give out information. But he's like, there's a few guys that I think would be okay with it. So this is what he had here. So what does he say? Hey, Nathan, all 3 of the guys I just introduced you to are guys that primarily buy and hold, or buy, rehab, and resell. I think those are 3 of some of the best options what you're looking for. Hope it helps. Have a great night. Awesome. Really appreciate it. Look forward to working together soon. Best regards, Nathan. Valle. It's not Valle, for the record, guys. It's Valley. I know it's weird. It's spelled this way. You want to say Vale. Most people say Vale. Boom. All right, cool. Let's see who he introduces to. Renan. Nathan Valley, he's a new client that we just connected with. So he could feed properties to. So he gets quite a bit of good deals and is looking for some buyers that he can market the properties to. I told him about you and figured you'd be happy to hear him out and take a look at the properties he gets. Hope you guys can make some money together. Cool. So what I'll do is we're gonna end up we're gonna email this dude, and then you know, for all 3 of these guys. So these are 3 separate emails, basically saying the same exact thing. Not basically, but exactly. Hey, Adrian. Cool, same thing. So when did he send? So he sent these yesterday. Hey, Nathan, same thing. Cool. Cool. I want to give this a little bit of time, see if these guys respond to this morning before I directly reach out to them. Let's see. This was another guy from a different title company. I think I'd called and left a voicemail. Thanks for reaching out. I'd love to assist for upcoming projects. I can speak on Monday at 11:30 if that works for you. Bro, probably not going to be a good fit. If you're getting back to me and like, yo, we can chat in 5 days, probably not gonna work. But yeah, we'll book it. Why not? Check my calendar. Cool. So let's do an event call Matt Rosenthal. Pretty sure that's wrong, but close enough. I'll know who I'm talking about. Monday, 11:30. Cool. Cool. All right. Monday at 11:30. Look forward to speaking then. Now, one quick thing, guys, just kind of a good principle, and wholesaling will teach you this. This is one of the number one things that kind of wholesaling, specifically wholesaling in real estate, has taught me. So something like this, right? A guy makes an introduction. So, I'm just going to give them a little bit of time to see if they respond first. But then I am 100% going to directly email them, once and or twice or three times if necessary to get in touch. One of the things that is absolutely necessary, especially for wholesaling, and it will serve you in so many different areas in your life, but take it into your control and be assertive, right? So we can't be passive with this bit. That's why we're the ones making these calls. We're the one reaching out. We're sending the email, the text, the phone call. It is so huge. So many guys they'll call one time or they'll get emails like this and then they'll wait and they'll just be like, oh, well, they never emailed back. Guys, you gotta take it into your control, and you will get so much further. Okay. Let's look at, so Amber is an agent that I spoke to day one, and she works with a cash buyer who he's from California, and she talked about how she writes a lot of offers from him. He hasn't bought a property yet with her, and they're all, she said there's lowball offers, and then she's like, and then there's like insulting lowball offers. Which is funny. So I pretty much was like, hey, if there's anything that's not a good fit for him, I'd love to take a look at it. And likewise, if I find something that I think I might be a good fit for your buyer, happy to send it through you as well. And so she wanted to send me, I typically don't do this, but she was like, oh, well, I have a list of properties that might be a good fit of what you're looking for. Usually it's not something, it's just like current listings, but we'll take a look because she sent them, and then we'll get to talk about comping a little bit maybe, and analyzing some deals, and like just get a little bit more, so this is a totally new market, right? So home, cool. Yeah, let's just get out of that. What did she send me? Okay, so this is the list of properties. So we're in a brand new market, and one of the things is we got to get to learn the market, right? We got to get a feel for the areas, the price points, the houses, and there's no way you can really do it other than actually looking at properties. What are things listed for? What are things selling for? So even if there's, I'm not expecting much from this list, but It'll at least give us a good idea of what we're looking at. Oh my goodness. I'm if thing works. So far I'm not very impressed with one. I don't think it's shouldn't be my computer. Everything else is working good. For red, good morning. My properties if you found on market. Yeah, Fred, that's a good question. I didn't ask if they have a problem buying properties if it's found on market. I kind of play it by feel of the conversation. It is a good question to ask for sure, but for me, I don't think it's 100% necessary. If somebody's a solid buyer, it shouldn't matter. And if they do make an issue of it when I bring them the deal, then that's fine. Like I'll never bring another deal that, not that I'll never bring another deal to that person, but I certainly won't bring any more on market. And that person just bumped themselves back on my list of go-to people. We're looking for top-notch buyers, right? Relationships with really good buyers. Dude, this thing is not working. Do I have to double click it? Do I have to like zoom in more? Let's try reclicking this. So yeah, I mean, guys that are serious about doing deals, flipping homes. I mean, whether it's on market, off market. Okay, maybe it's just like this site's having trouble. Man, that's unfortunate. Yeah, but guys that are serious about doing deals, if it's a good deal, it's a good deal. And at the same time, our job is to make sure we present the deal in the best possible way, so that we can make the best argument possible of like, no, this is a home run deal, and here's why you should buy it. All right. I just don't think this is working right now. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right. Well, maybe later. All right, let's. I wanted to add a few more groups. Atlanta, Florida real estate. Let's get this one. Second home, short-term rentals, new construction, really interesting. Area real estate. Area real estate. Place list search window. Area homes for sale. Area homes. Does anybody know what an area home is? Feel the same way. If the numbers work, why would it matter? 100%, man. And some people look. It's is there a possibility that someone might give you a fit about it? Sure, but I mean it. Like I said, if it's actually a deal, I think most of the time the issue is usually because it's not at a price that makes it an actual deal, and then because it's on market, they also are like, bro, did you like, for example, I had a wholesaler in my local market send me like 2 or 3 deals, and he was like, yo, can you help me dispo these? And they were all on market deals, and they were like within 10 grand of the list price, but the list price wasn't anywhere close to a deal, like not remote, like literally like 100 grand off, like from 50 to 100 grand off, depending on which deal we're talking about. And so for that, it's like, if it's an on market deal and it's not even remotely close to a deal price, to me, it's just like, dude, you're just trying to waste my time. You know, you either didn't comp it or you didn't put in the work, or it's like you're just locking up contracts and seeing, you know, if anybody's going to bite. And that's how you get agitated buyers to not buy your deals or to ever look at stuff that you send them. Cool. All right. Which one do we open up? This one. I'm already a part of this. Duh. Open houses and real estate. Let's see. Is this like realtors only? At 9, we're gonna start. There we go. We're gonna call some more of these people. So most places don't open until 9. I remember this guy. I think they said he doesn't come in until like 10. We'll try getting a hold of Bobby Joe Justice. I feel like I can't just say Bobby. I feel like hey, is this Bobby Joe Justice? Hey, Bobby Joe Justice, how's it going? Yeah, so Bobby Joe Justice, man, I don't know why. Can't stop saying her name. Some people just got a cool name like that. This looks like realtors only. So this looks like a realtor website where they just kind of post their listings. Real Estate Investors Orlando. That's what I like. Subject to owner financing real estate made easy. Is this like a education platform? Seller finance deals. New York, Georgia, Oklahoma, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Florida, Ocean City, Maryland. That's a lot of places, bro. That is a lot. Okay, cool. We're going to join this one. Say connections and investors. I like the sound of that. Tampa. We're not really trying to do Tampa. Florida Real Estate Investor Network. Yeah. Real Estate Agents of Florida. Nah. Real Estate Wholesalers. Yes, sir. Pending. Find real estate in Florida. Let Homes Real Estate Info. Orlando Real Estate Mastermind. Let's see. Real Estate in Central Florida. Yeah, we'll join it. We will join it. You must answer the following questions to be considered for approval. Do you agree to abide? Yes. No spam or self-promotion. Yeah, we're probably going to get banned from this group. That's all right. You know, only one way to find out. What is your profession that makes you relevant to a realtor mastermind group? Wholesaling / RE sales negotiation. I would say that's my strong suit. Are you interested in coaching or training to help you grow your business? Nah. Probably not going to accept me. That's all right. Land of Real Estate Investors. Yeah, we'll do this one. Okay, Penny. Why do you want to join this group? How do you want to do JVs and network with others? Yeah, here to network. Yeah, here network. Are you an agent or investor? Investor. What is your niche? Where are you from? Wholesaling slash RE sales. Negotiation. Where are you from? From CT. What is your email and phone number? Oh man, come on, bro. I do not like when people ask for my phone number. I'll be honest. But for you guys, just for you guys, do it for the challenge. We'll put my number in here. Group rules. Yeah, man, we agree to them. All right. Real estate buzz. Orlando Real Estate Buzz Group. Yeah, realtor website. Man, Orlando has so many groups. Dude, up by me in the markets that I was originally in, which was like upstate New York and Connecticut, specifically where I was in upstate New York. I was in Ulster County area, so like near the Catskill Mountains, if anyone is familiar. And there was like no groups at all. And guys, if you're wondering, like, oh, hey, man, like, that's kind of my situation. I've got like absolutely no groups, like nothing like that. Then, question like, hey, should I be doing this market? The net, like specifically for wholesaling. Now, granted, you can do a deal in any market anywhere. I like firmly believe that. And you can do like pretty well. Like even where I was before was a pretty rural, relatively rural area. And as like one person, like I could be doing deals. Like I could probably do, I think some could definitely do like a deal every month easily in that market. But you're going to have to, some things are going to be harder than others, right? So I have, in that market, way less competition, with your marketing and when looking for deals, but it's going to be a lot harder to sell them typically. For wholesaling, kind of the big thing you want is like you need to be, because your end buyer, your end client is the cash buyer, right? We've been talking about this since day one. That's the whole reason why we're starting with what we're doing, right? We're looking for buyers because we want to start with the end in mind. People do it for every other business. We talk about start with the end in mind and work backwards. But for some reason with wholesaling, I don't know why, but people are like, nah, like just start marketing and go lock up contracts. If you find a deal, the money will find you. Guys, I can tell you from more than one painful experience that is, you can have a smoking deal and have to cancel a contract. So you number one, you want to be where buyers are. You want to be marketing and finding deals where buyers, your end client, wants to be doing deals. So that's why we're in Orlando, hot market. Real estate for sale, Central Florida. Okay, let's go mess around with some of these groups. What's this one? Real estate. Let's Title. Oop, caps on. Looking for a title company. Let's see if anything pops up. He is the man, right? Dude, this guy just gets mentioned everywhere. Rebecca Lynn Walker. So we kind of want somebody. Let's see if we can be a little bit more picky now. Let's look for some where they're like specifically investor friendly, like this dude. 2 additional closers. So this guy's looking for people to hire for his real estate company. Owner founder at Countrywide Mortgage Lenders, certified general contractor. Dude, I would almost guarantee you this guy flips houses. General contractor, has a mortgage company. Hey, Robert. Oh my gosh, it's from 2020. That's pretty old. So you post a little saw post of yours about an investor friendly title company. Services Orlando. Cool. Let's see what he says. I can't filter. Are these all going to be super old? Look for off-market single-family fixed flips. All right, not much going on in there. All right, let's see about these guys. So let's see, what do they got? So this person's selling it owner financed. Purchase price 178. Oh, this is Texas. This is Florida, right? Yeah, Florida. Yeah, man. Anybody looking to go from Florida to Texas? There you go. Okay. Not much going on in there. Let's go back. I don't think there's a whole lot going on. No, there's posts. Okay. Florida real estate connections. Lenders. For cash buyer. In Alabama. Dude, these are Florida, right? Okay. I was going crazy here for a second. All right. We're not getting a whole lot out of this. All right, let's call some people, man. Get Nancy. All right. Say 45. Bobby Joe Justice. Let's see if Bobby's up. Hey, yo, Bobby. Joe Justice. Get my handy dandy pen. Take a sip of tea. All right. Let's call her up. So I think she left me a voicemail yesterday too. Let's see.
Title. Hi, Nathan. This is Bobby Joe Justice giving you a call from First International Title. Michael told me to give you a call. He was working with you at our downtown Orlando office, and he told you that I would be the best person for the investors. So wanted to touch base and see how I could help you to grow your business, and hopefully we can start working together. Give me a call at 321-624-2472, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.
I will do just that. Let's call her up. Call her up.
Hi, this is Bobby Joe.
Hey, Bobby Joe. This is Nathan. How you doing?
I'm good. For you?
I'm good. I'm good. I sorry I missed your call yesterday evening.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was calling you back.
No worries. I was wondering if you had a minute now, but it sounds like I caught you in the middle of something.
No, actually, give me 2 minutes and I am good. I think it's this office, but I'll wait right here. Okay. I am good. I'm all ears. What's going on?
Not too much. I really appreciate your time. So I was calling because I'm looking for a title company, and you came referred to me.
Awesome. Who sent the referral? I'd love to hear.
It was through Facebook. It was Richie. I don't know if that.
Richie's one of my favorites.
Oh, there you go.
I love it. Yeah, he promotes me a lot in that those case forming groups and the sub 2 groups and all.
Oh, awesome. So it sounds like you guys work with kind of creative finance deals.
We do. We've actually done a couple of Pace's personal deals. We work for some of it, a lot of his students. But yeah, we consider ourselves pretty savvy when it comes to the investor stuff. And I like it personally because I've done title for 22 years now. Mm-hmm. So I like the in the weeds stuff. Title's boring. So this stuff makes it fun as opposed to just traditional.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Not everyone has such a good outlook on it. So.
You know what? The market is changing, and we have to shift with the times. So.
Yeah, I hear it. Well, that kind of brings me into the reason for my call. I'm actually from my number. I'm actually currently living in Danbury, Connecticut, and originally my market that I was working out of was West Michigan, and just now switching to Orlando. And so my question one would be, do you guys service the Orlando area?
We do. We serve the whole state of Florida and New York.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm from upstate New York.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
we have a couple offices from there. The owner of the company is from New York, so he always wants to make sure he keeps some ground there.
Oh, okay, that's funny because I was so curious. I was like, man, why would you guys have it nice and easy in Florida, and then let's pick New York just to make it really complicated.
You know what? And I have clients who will send me deals like lenders up there, and it's so different. And they're from here, so he'll go, okay, who's handling this part? And I'm like, well, that's an attorney. Well, who's does this part? Well, that's an attorney too. But we do this part.
Yeah.
It's so complicated up there.
Yeah. Hence why I'm doing Orlando.
I don't blame you.
So perfect. So obviously you guys work with investors, and that's amazing. So the second half of my question. So I am newer to Orlando.
Okay.
So I primarily I get a lot of I set everything up on my end, so I get a lot of deals, a lot of stuff coming across my desk. However, when I'm new to a market, I'm very hesitant to buying stuff right off the bat, just because there's nuances with every market, to learn. So the second part of my question, one, I am looking for a title company for myself. But two, I was wondering if you guys happen to know of or work with any good kind of fix and flippers or investor buyers that are still actively buying, in today's market in the Orlando area, and anything that comes across my desk that I know is a good deal. If it's not something I'm looking to buy, I can hand it off to them. They can still transact the deal through you, and I can learn a little bit about the market in the process, and it's kind of a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I'm actually in the Orlando area.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, this is my backyard. So I feel like I know more and have more clients here. And I actually do have a couple of fix and flippers who are calling me left and right. Do you have properties? Send me what you have, So I always like to connect you. I'll like put you guys both on a group text, and they'll ask you what you want, what they're looking for, vice versa. And then you guys take it. I just want the title work.
Yeah, no, that sounds
that's my
perfect.
strong suit. I like the power of connection and just kind of. So I always drill my guys. I'm like, look, I can only find you deals when you tell me what you're looking for, because I've got clients who are like, hey, I can't sell this 20 acres somewhere. Guess what? I've got a guy who loves land, whatever it may be. So, but yeah, I've got a couple of flippers. I've got one guy, I think he's set to buy 66 this year. So he's hitting me up constantly for properties.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't, I would love to connect with them. The way I kind of operate a little bit differently than most guys. I know for me, if it's property that I'm just looking to assign and not close on it myself, for me, I don't kind of make like a huge list and blast it out to like 5,000-10,000 people. I like the relationship side more, so I prefer to just find a few key really good guys and just have relationships with them, and just kind of work with them personally and hand stuff to them. And it sounds like you've got a few people that would be a perfect fit for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's me. I would rather, have that connection, have that one-on-one, know who I'm working with, as opposed to just blasting it out. So I totally get that completely.
Oh, awesome. And then for you, in kind of my process with helping you out, I guess, what's the number one thing you're looking for? Is it just kind of more, is your kind of ideal client, investors that are doing more volume?
Absolutely. Investors, even realtors, but anybody who you could refer is always a great lead for me. I travel the whole state. I'm the investor team lead for the state. So okay. I work probably about 70% of my business is more investor driven. Mm-hmm. So I'll travel wherever. My car is my office. Where's your office? With those 4 tires out there. So nice. So just let me know. Like, I do a lot of the meetups. Like, we just did a sub 2 meetup last week here locally, and then I'm trying to do some more with like Blue Gems and Vault Ventures and a couple of those guys. So like, just the power of connection with any of those groups always helps too.
Yeah, that's amazing. I wasn't gonna I didn't think to bring this up, but you wouldn't have to, I don't know if through kind of your sub 2 groups or anything, I don't know if you happen to know of any maybe like newer wholesalers or people that they're actively working on stuff, but they're kind of getting started, still learning, that could use any help. I'm looking to kind of work with a few people in the market, and get to work with them but teach them and be able to kind of split some deals. I don't know if you have anybody that you think would be a good fit for something like that.
I do have a couple more greener guys, and those are usually in those groups. And then I'm also putting on an event next week, which might benefit you to be at if that's what you're looking for. It's mainly geared towards realtors who want to learn how to do this but really don't know how. Oh, so neat. It's called an accredited investor course with John Chin. Mm-hmm. So we're doing that on Thursday. I'll text you over the flyer if you're interested. So that he usually gets a pretty big crowd, and we're hoping to put a smaller space. I'm hoping at least we get 30, 40 people, and just kind of, it's people who just, I know investing is supposed to be the next thing that I'm focusing on, because realtors get stuck in one spot. And they're like, the market's, horrible right now, and I don't know what to do. But I always say investors are going to find a way creatively to work the market no matter which way it's going.
Yeah.
And investors are trying to come up and figure out, what makes the most sense. So hold on.
She said, "Hold on one second, guys." She's still here on the line.
Sorry about that. I was dropping off my husband to get his car fixed.
Oh, no worries.
But yeah, so that's what I think would maybe be a good opportunity for you is meetups like that, and that way you can kind of meet some of these guys that are going to need those partnerships.
Yeah, man, that sounds amazing. I wish I could make it. I know, unfortunately, I'm up in Danbury, Connecticut, and I wouldn't be able to make the trip down.
Gotcha.
But no, but that's great. What kind of everything that you've got going on.
Yeah. Well, and I also have a couple of Facebook groups that we're kind of launching. I can, if you want to connect with me on social, I can add you to them. And it's just, hey, we've got properties. We're looking for this. We're looking for partnerships, whatever it may be.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'd love to.
Yeah. Yeah. So connect. My name is the same. It's Bobby Joe Justice. I'll actually send you my link here in just a second. That way you can go on and we can connect on there too.
Yeah. If you'd be able to, yeah, you could either text it to me. That would be great. Or I could text you my email if that's easier for you as well.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm driving, so if you want to text it to me, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll text you my email, and then yeah, whenever you get the chance, if you're able to do that text introduction with those people that think you might be a good fit, that would be amazing.
Absolutely, I would love to.
Well, Bobby Joe, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. It's been great chatting with you, and yeah, I really look forward to working together.
Yeah, me too. I would look forward to it, and I'm here to help if you need anything, okay?
All right, likewise. Thank you so much, Bobby Joe.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Boom! That's what we're talking about. Dude, she's a rock star, man. And she picked up her phone at 8:45. Love it. Love it. I love people that pick up the phone before 9. It's surprising how many people don't. All right. Bobby Joe, let me text her. So that was a sweet contact. All right. Great contact. Guys, another thing, another thing I really hope with this challenge, I know I struggled so much with this and when I was first getting started. And to be honest, like I still, it's a constant thing that I'm fighting. It just kind of changes what exactly it is. But with like the limiting beliefs of like, oh well, my situation's different, or like, will this really work for me? Guys, I live in Danbury, Connecticut, and my phone number is a New York phone number. It's a New York area code, right? So it's like I don't have a local phone number. I don't have any special tool. Like all like this is all completely free. Just using what we have. So don't let any of that stuff kind of get in your way. Don't think that you need to have those things, or like, oh man, are they going to think I'm a fraud? Guys, trust comes from the conversation more than anything. It's not so much you can have all the right tools and all the right numbers and all the whatever. But if you're being dishonest or going about things in an unethical way, or we're commuting, we're trying to posture, and oh yeah, I'm doing all these deals and all this right, and it's not necessarily true. Guys, people see right through that kind of stuff, and that's where all those trust issues kind of pop up. It really doesn't come down to like, oh, is their number an Orlando number? Bobby Joe, last name Justice. Bro, she should be like a judge. Judge Justice to the stand. All rise. Okay. Title Orlando. I'm gonna message. So Bobby Joe's the first name. Bobby Joe. So I can't, it's funny. My fiance has a twin sister, and her name is Alexa Ray, and it's like she'll freak out if you call her Alexa. She won't freak out, but she doesn't like it if you call her Alexa. And so it's like every time you got to say Alexa Ray, and there's no shortcut to it. I mean, sometimes you can say Ray, which is helpful, but kind of like Bobby Joe. It's like, man, I don't know why. I don't know if I'm just lazy, but there's two syllables. It feels it feels like a lot of work. Um, Hi, Bobby Joe. I don't know if you guys can resonate with that. Probably not. It's probably just me, but that's all right. That's all right. All right. Hi, Bobby Joe. It was great. Guys, another thing, look, when you're just transparent and honest people and like you're willing to be vulnerable, guys like people that are actually like doing stuff and doing deals, like it's crazy how much people are just willing to help out, you know? Um, you'd be surprised, um, how much, people, are willing to kind of show some grace and help you out in one way or the other. So, and that's the other thing, guys. I know everybody says it, and so it's kind of like beating a dead horse, but I'll say it again. Really is like a relationship game, and like it really is a small world, right? So it's like if you're not going about things the right way, when I say the right way, not like, oh, you screwed up something, like, or you had to cancel a contract, but like if you're being dishonest or screwing people over, dude, people will get to know your name real quick, and there's not a whole lot of places to hide. The real estate circle, it seems really really big, like, oh, there's so many people when you first get started, but then once you start like doing a couple deals, you realize, wow, there's really only like a small handful of people in each market, that are doing deals, and they all know each other. So just make sure you guys keep that in mind. Um, and the easiest way to well, Nate, that all sounds good and dandy, but like, how do I know if I'm going about it the right way or the wrong way? Guys, just be genuinely care more about the other people than about ourselves. Care more about the person we're on the phone with. Care more about the seller. Care more about the end buyer, the fix and flipper. Care more about the people at title. Um, when you do that, you'll be good. You'll be good. All right, let me send this text. Oh my goodness, keep on ranting. Hi, Baba Joe. It was great speaking with you. We'll say chatting. Chatting sounds nice. Really look forward to, guys, if you notice, I've told like what 4 or 5 title companies, looking forward to working together. You can use more than one title company. That's okay. And it's, I am looking forward to working with her. Whether I'm using her for a transaction myself directly, or if it's like I'm finding deals for guys that use her, for transactions. So it is a win. That's the other thing, guys. The reason why it's so powerful reaching out to like title companies is because it truly, the offer we're presenting genuinely is a win-win, right? Like she gets to look like a freaking rock star to her guys because they're like, yo, you're bringing me this dude who's like bringing us all these deals. And then she gets paid because they're doing deals. And then we get paid in the process, and the flipper's happy. So it is a win-win. And connecting, really look forward to working together and connecting with your investors. You can email me at for Express. Anybody got cool plans for this weekend? I'm gonna be working. Gonna be doing deals. Or we're gonna be trying to do deals. Anybody got anything cool going on? Going anywhere, doing anything? Doing any real estate stuff? You can email me at i4express buyers at gmail.com. Great chat with you. Really look forward to working together and connecting with your investors. You can email me. Boom. Sent. Cool. Cool. Trying to get my first deal. Bam. I like it. I hope that's what you meant for your weekend plans. That's a dope weekend plans right there. Quick pro tip for you guys that are like, Nate, hey, I'm in like one of those markets that you were talking about earlier, to where it's not like one of these crazy super hot markets that are really big. I'm trying to do it in my hometown or whatever. Um, yes, rule of thumb, it is good to go deep in one marketing channel. That's definitely true. But try like sprinkle and like testing out the other ones, like on like a small scale. So what do I mean by that? So for me, the way I got my first deal was, so I was cold calling. So I had a dialer, the list, spend money skip tracing, and I had to cold call every day. And I was doing that for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then I was like, man, I want to try some other stuff. So I mean, I was still cold calling consistently every single day, but I was like, let me try and throw some other stuff out there too, and just see what happens. So I tried bandit signs. Um, I'm in Houston Marketplace. So I tried bandit signs. Now, my county, like I said, it was a bit more on the rural side, and there was kind of like one main shopping district, with like the Walmart, the Sam's Club, like a small shopping mall, like all the other stores, and it was just kind of like one strip with like all the stores on it. Like maybe like a mile long, and it had all the stores and everything on it. Maybe like mile and a half. I bought it was like, I don't know, 75 bandit signs, yellow bandit signs, hand wrote "We Buy Houses," and then put a call rail phone number on it. And I put all of them out in this one district on a Sunday morning at like 5 a.m. I went out. I didn't want anybody to see me doing this. So I went out and I put a sign on like every single corner of each intersection, each stop. So it was just like 4 signs every single intersection. So from one end to the other, in a 1 mile, like you would see like all 70 signs, just like inundated this place. And I got like 13 phone calls that same morning, which is a crazy response rate. And I'm pretty sure all those signs got taken down the same day, like by like early, like really early. I think they got taken down, but I still got a ton of responses. And one of those happened to be my very first deal. So, and I know some places you guys might be like, dude, like, bandit signs. There's like 50,000 people doing bandit signs by me. And it's like, okay, not marketplace. But each marketplace, sometimes bandit signs might work, might work here, and they might not work that good over there. Or, vice versa. Like dropping a little bit of direct mail might work really good in your market, and not so much like in a Houston or a Dallas. Like I know a lot of guys have talked about like mail is just, like good luck. With mail. Some people love it, but and then there's other markets where guys are like, oh, mail all day, every day. So every market's different, you know. Try stuff out. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Glad you could join us. All right. So we texted Bobby Joe. She's green light. Cool. Who's the next person? Let's call Barry. Barry. Oh, wait. Did we call? Did we ever call him? Guys, did we call Rob from Property Outlaws yesterday? Let me see. I don't think we did. I'm trying to look at my recent calls. I don't think we called this dude. So Rob is, so I don't forget, let me write that down. So yesterday we spoke with Ben. Ben was one of the buyers, like, who he does like a lot of wholesaling, where he'll, you know, they do their marketing, they'll get a deal, and then they buy it, and then they'll just list it. So Naomi, she gave me two contacts. One was for Ben, the guy we spoke with yesterday, and then another one, the other guy was Rob from Property Outlaws. But I don't think I called him yesterday. So let's call him right now. Five 519 9999.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 51651999999 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Rob, it's Nathan. Give me a call when you get the chance. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye. All right, a couple things, guys. I might have mentioned this yesterday. Voicemails. It's a lot better to be vague than, so this is kind of like a lead generation type of thing, right? You know, he doesn't know who we are. We've never spoken. He's not going to recognize this number. He's gonna be like, who on earth is this? What's this call about? Don't give too much information, right? You know, I didn't say, hey, Rob, this is Nathan. I got your phone number from Naomi over at Omega Title Group. And I was looking to connect, you know, to see if you're looking for deals in the Orlando area. Excuse me. I didn't do that. Why? Because I gave him all the information right on the voicemail. So he can listen to the voicemail and make the decision of like, nah, I'm good. Like, you know, I've got people that find me enough deals, right? And then he'll just ignore the number. Whereas with the message that we left, he's just like, you know, one, tonality is huge, right? So upbeat, energetic, friendly tone, right? So friendly tone, like it sounds like I know him, right? And so that's what he's gonna think when he listens to the voice. He's like, dude, he's like, I don't think I know this guy, but he sounds like I know him. And he has no idea what the call's about. So the chances of him calling me back, or at least picking up the next time I call, are significantly higher. Same thing when you're talking with sellers. Same thing. If you're calling sellers and leaving the voicemail of, Hey, Mr. Seller, I was calling about your property on 123 Main Street. Just wanted to see if you'd consider an offer on it. Please give me a call back. Click. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do exactly what I just did. Hey, Mr. Seller, it's Nathan. Give me a call back when you get the chance. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Boom. That's it. That is it. All right. That was Rob. We'll give Rob another call later today. Let's call Barry. Barry Miller. 497-425-24. Didn't I? No, I called that number yesterday. Oh no, there's 4800. There's 2800. Oh no, I did. 497-425-2400. Did I? It says they picked up. All right, we'll just skip them for right now. Juan, we haven't called Juan. All right, 754-755-5966.
Title, how can I help you?
Hey, Juan?
Pete Title, how can I help you?
Oh, hi, this is Nathan. How you doing?
Hello? Hello?
Hey, can you hear me? Dude hung up on me. Let's see. Let's call him back.
Pete Title, how can I help?
Hey, this is Nathan. How you doing?
How you doing, Nathan?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thanks. Can you hear me okay now?
I can hear you okay. What's going on, bud?
Not too much. I was looking to speak with Juan Ruiz.
This is Juan.
Oh, hey, Juan, this is Nathan. I was
How you doing, Nathan?
good, thanks. I was calling. I don't know if you have a minute. It sounds like I might have caught you in the middle of something.
I am in the middle of something, but I got a minute. Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, I was looking for a title company in the Orlando area, and you came recommended by Ryan McEntee.
Okay, yeah, I know Ryan.
Yeah, so I just had a couple questions. I just wanted to chat with you about, but I wasn't sure if now's a good time or if it'd be better for me to call later.
I got about 10 minutes, and I have a client walking in that I was trying to prepare for it. I was writing a document, but go ahead, tell me what's going on. What do you need help with?
Yeah, well, I guess my first question would just be if you do service the Orlando area, right?
Yep, we service the Orlando area. South Florida, we kind of stop right around the Orlando area. We don't really go much north from there, and then we do everything south of it. So,
Got it. Okay.
What we do.
Okay.
So you're.
Yeah.
What
So
do
what?
you do? You're a realtor?
No. So I'm an investor. So I'm just open. Do you work with investors normally?
I work with a lot of investors. Yes, a lot of hard money loan guys too. So we do a bunch of investing stuff.
Oh, okay, perfect. Well, yeah, you might be able to really help me out. So I was looking for kind of two things. One, I am looking for a title company for myself. I'm just opening up in Orlando. I actually live up in Danbury, Connecticut, so I'm a little ways away. Originally, my market was West Michigan, but I'm actually just switching and opening up in Orlando. So one, I am looking for a title company for myself. But two, the other thing is So, Orlando is a totally new market for me. I'm able to set things up. I get a lot of deals kind of coming across my desk. However, when I'm brand new to a market, I'm really hesitant, especially with kind of everything that's going on in the market right now. I'm very hesitant to buy something and take it down myself until I've kind of getting to know and learn the nuances of that market a little bit. However, what I was wondering is if you happen to have any kind of buyers, any guys that do like fix and flips or buy and hold on the residential side that are still actively buying in this market, and just wondering if one, you'd maybe be able to connect me with them, and when a good deal comes across my desk, I can kind of just hand it off to them, and then they can transact it through you. And then I can just kind of learn a little bit about the market in the process, and it's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Why don't I do this? I'm going to deal with my people today. Let me give you my email. If you can send me your contact info through an email, and then I'll compile a list of some people that are doing. The thing is with Orlando, I really don't know that many people that are doing fix and flips right now. I'd have to call a few people. I know Orlando's a hot market, right? It's cooled down a little bit this past couple of months because the whole market has, but it's still a hot area. My guys that do fix and flips, like a lot of people that I deal with are either in the South Florida area or the West Florida area right now.
Okay.
I did have a bunch in Orlando. I can definitely reach out to a bunch of people and maybe get you a list of phone numbers, see if they're still doing it, and if they are, you guys can get in contact with each other and see what you can do.
Yeah, I'd really appreciate that. And I kind of operate a little bit differently than most people. I don't, make this big list like 5,000-10,000 people and just kind of blast it out there. I really just look for a few key relationships, guys that I can get along with. And I just kind of, work with the same people.
Okay. Perfect. Let me give you my email. Or do you have it?
Yeah, is this, are you able, this is my cell phone. I don't know if you're able to text it to me. That might be easier.
I can probably, let me do that real quick. Let me grab my phone. Hold on one sec. Let me play first your phone number. 5-853-6551. All right, I'm gonna text you right now. All right, you'll have it right now, bud.
Juan, man, I appreciate it. I'll shoot you an email, and yeah, really look forward to connecting with you, and yeah, hopefully being able to help those guys out, and they'll be able to do a bunch of deals and do them through you.
Okay. All right, perfect, my man. Thank you very much. We'll talk in a little bit.
All right, really appreciate it. Look forward to talking soon.
All right, Nathan, have a good one.
All right, you too. Take care. Just hung right up. Boom. All right. All right. That is what's up. All right, let's email this dude. That easy, guys. That's all you got to do. Just have a conversation, man. Have a conversation. Be yourself. Don't try to like flex on people. All right, guy, and like all these conversations, like I'm not trying to be like, yeah, bro, I like, yeah, I'm trying to do like 40 deals a month. Like, no, I'm just, hey man, I get a lot of stuff coming across my desk. That can be, MLS listings, that can be from other wholesalers, it can be, your own lead generation, and whatever the case may be. You don't even have to go into it. Most people get themselves in trouble because they overtalk. right? And you feel this need to kind of like word vomit and like explain all these things. And it's like, no, it's all good. It's all good. Subject. What's this? It's nice. Look forward to connecting with some of your investors and doing some transactions together. Can email me at this address. And please feel free to call or text me anytime at the number below. Best regards, Nathan Valle. Look forward to working together. I actually like leaving typos in there because it makes it more noticeable. And because I make typos all the time. So it's a great excuse too. Bobby Joe Justice. She just texted me. Why is she? Oh, okay. That was weird. Caught me off guard for a second. She just sent me a link and it didn't look like a link at first. I opened it up and it just looked like she sent me a picture of herself, and I was like, okay. But it's a link. It's a link, people. It's a link. No, she was awesome. I'm excited to chat with her again, and see what relationships she's able to bring to the table. So, guys, another thing for the people that heard that conversation with Bobby Joe, Angel, 1 is May, so 2 to 3 is even more nice. That's right. That's right. So if I do, so you know, if I do lock one in, I'm calling. Bro, I got you, man. I got you. I'd love to work with you. Seriously, man. Would love to work with you guys. Can reach out anytime. Anytime. All right. So Bobby Joe, one thing that I mentioned in there, so this is kind of like maybe a little bit of a tweezer for tweezer. It's Friday, guys. Come on. It's a little bit of a teaser for next week. So I mentioned to her, hey, I'm looking for, do you have anybody that's maybe a bit newer, that's actively, kind of working, doing lead generation that, could use a mentor or whatnot. So, right now we've been focusing on, the first 3 days it's been all about the buyers. All about kind of finding buyers and just kind of getting those relationships set up. Then we're gonna be we're pretty much, we're not done, right? We don't want to stop that altogether, but we're at a point to where we can start looking towards all right, how are we going to start finding these deals? So that's what we're going to be doing a lot of next week. And one of those ways, and a lot of what we talked about, myself, Nathan Payne, is, being able to work with and collaborate, be able to leverage other people. And, what is it you're able to offer, so for newer people, offer your skill set, whatever that may be. Some guy I know, there's Joe in he's a part of Nathan Payne's mentorship. My skill set is like the sales negotiating, talking to sellers. Like, I feel very confident in that because I did a whole lot of it, right? I mean, I locked up over 100 contracts in a state I hadn't been to, and I did it all over the phone remotely. I got really good, and they were all cold call leads, which are like most difficult kind of leads. So it's like every single conversation is like a battle. So I got really good at talking to sellers and like learning the science and really honing in the process that, and not just like, here's my process that I'm trying to sell to you guys. It's like, no, the process that like actually works from my experience talking with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sellers. This is what works. So that's a skill set that I'm able to provide to people. But someone like Joe, so Joe was a part of the group, and he's like, I don't have that skill like you. And I was like, well, what skills do you have? His thing was he worked construction. I know nothing about swinging a hammer or like estimating rehab costs. I mean, look, the only construction experience I had was I worked for a mason for 2 summers. Hardest job of my life. Great experience. Love the people I worked with, but man, that was hard. I was a laborer. Funny times. But for him, I was like, dude, like, the skill set that you have is you teach people about rehab, construction. That's a really freaking valuable skill. And some of you guys, you might be like, well, what do I have to offer? You might need to spend some time to think about it. Everybody has something that they can offer. Think about what are your skills, and if you need to develop certain skills, invest in that. Whether it's through, there's some really good books on sales and negotiating, and that's a skill that like you can develop without spending any money. I mean, you can call for sale by owners, right, on Zillow. You can call, wherever free leads, just to practice your negotiating and your process. And then it's like, okay, I'm developing the skill so then I could teach it, to other people. Or, go work with someone for free to where you'll be in a position to where, they'll provide you with the tools, and then you can get a lot of reps in a short period of time. All right. I went on a rant there. What was I doing, guys? What was I doing? Hugo, my man, good morning. What's up, my dude? All right. Oh, you know what? This dude messaged us back. Oh, how can we help? Perfect. So then this dude, so we messaged this guy from a post. It was like from 2020. And he responded. Boom. All right, this dude, green. Do 9:30. So this guy, I think they said he isn't rolling until like 10:30, which is kind of annoying. We're gonna call him at 10. In the meantime, Oh, that's who I wanted to call from yesterday. Boom, this guy. So this guy works for New Western. Anybody that isn't familiar, New Western is like a really, really big, basically dispo company. If you guys are familiar with, Jameel Damji and Keegley, it's kind of that concept to where, all they do, they work with a whole bunch of wholesalers and like they have this massive network of buyers. Their whole thing is like just working with, they find all the buyers in the market and they're able to sell deals like top dog. They're actually usually pretty good from what I hear. I haven't used them too much just because they weren't in the markets that I was in. They're only in certain markets. So I think like, I know they're in like Dallas, Texas. They're pretty big in Texas. But they're in some of the Florida markets and Orlando is one of them. So let's call this dude up. The other nice thing with New Western is they actually close on the deal. So they double close everything. And why is that important? It's nice to know that even if you're JVing, and they're selling to a different end buyer, one, they're going to actually underwrite the deal. And two, they're able to have the money brought to the table, to get the deal to actually close. 407-376-1234.
Hello.
Hey, Jacob.
Yes.
Hey, Jacob. It's Nathan. How you doing?
I'm good, Nathan. How are you?
Good. Thanks. I was just calling to see if you had a couple of minutes, but it sounded like I caught you in the middle of something.
I'm in the middle of a meeting with one of my agents. What's going on?
I was just gonna chat for a little bit. I know we had briefly.
We were talking on Facebook. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get back with you if that's okay.
Yeah,
that's finished up.
That's totally fine. No problem.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. All right. So he's in the middle of a meeting. Let me take my phone off Do Not Disturb so the call comes through. Is anybody else like me where like you forever leave your phone on Do Not Disturb? I hate my phone making any kind of buzzes or ringing. Nobody. Oh, this dude, he did both of them. I don't have a name. Let's call Kate. Kate. Oh, Nirvana title, dude. These were the people that okay, that doesn't work. They like they're trying to party. Nirvana title, Florida. Yeah, look at these people. They look like those people where it's like, no matter what their age may be, they're just always going to be cooler. They're always going to be cooler than me. They've got those vibes. Got those vibes. All right, let's call them up. 813-548-4853.
Good morning, Nirvana Title.
Hi, this is Nathan. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. I was looking to speak with Kate.
Kate's actually not in yet.
Oh, okay. Do you know when might be a good time for me to try calling back?
What were you calling about?
I'm actually just looking for a title company for myself. I'm an investor.
Okay. I can go ahead and give you her email if you just want to kind of send some information through there. I'm not sure if she's going to be coming in today or not. So I can't really give you a good time to call back.
Oh, got it.
Give you an email if you want to send her some
Well, I actually had some questions first. Maybe I'll try calling later this afternoon, and if she's in, great. If not, I can always try again next week.
Okay. All right.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Not coming in on a Friday. Rebecca Lynn Walker. 693. So guys, one thing real quick that I'll talk about. So if any of you guys have gotten to hear me talk to sellers, if you're a part of the Painless Wholesaling group or the mentorship at all, I'm very kind of methodical with my process and how I talk to sellers, but I'm also really big on, you didn't want to talk to her. But I'm also really big on, every conversation is different. You gotta be able to be fluid and kind of natural with it. So one thing, and sales negotiating, it's really just, it's not, you're not trying to convince this person to do something that they want. Sales and negotiate, it's really just effectively communicating to learn about, to try to uncover what's the other person really trying to communicate, what is it they really want, and to really understand them. So a lot of these principles, you can apply to any conversation. So, for example, one way I start off a lot of my conversations, right? I did it with Jacob, is, hey, I was calling to see if you had a few minutes to chat, but it sounds like I caught you in the middle of something, right? I'm not saying, one, I'm giving them permission to, like, if you're, when I'm speaking to them, I want their full attention, right? Because I want to be able to have this conversation. I'm trying to get some information. Same thing with the seller, right? If you're talking with the seller, you don't want to like chat with them while they're busy, they're in the middle, kids, all this other stuff going on. Like, you want their full undivided attention to this conversation. So ask right in the beginning, but don't ask in the way of, hey, did I catch you at a bad time, right? Or, hey, do you got a minute? Those are like just really natural responses, and people naturally, they want to put their guard up. So what we do is people are very comfortable with correcting you, right? Like going against and correcting you, saying no. So that's why we frame it, we position it in the way that allows them to do that, right? And facilitates them moving forward in the direction that we want to go. So instead of saying, hey, is now a good time to chat, right? Yes is much more difficult to say. Instead, we say, hey, it sounds like I caught you in the middle of something, right? I'm not even asking a question. I'm actually making a statement, and I'm waiting for them to correct me. I'm inviting them to tell me, no, Nathan, you're wrong. That was a great time to chat. And then I say, excellent, thank you. Let's continue. Just a little bit of sales for you guys. For anybody, guys, I'd love to hear if anybody that's watching, throw in the chat if you guys are, if you're doing any type of lead generation or marketing. I'd love to know what that is. Are you doing cold calling, texting, direct mail? Are you talking to agents? Are you talking to sellers? Love to know. I'd love to know what everybody's got going on. Who am I calling? Rebecca Lynn Walker, 46. Let's call her.
Thank you for your call. Please press 1 to be connected to the party you're calling. This call will be recorded for quality assurance.
Morning, Blick Law Firm, Affinity, Abstract and Title.
Hi, this is Nathan. How you doing?
Real good, Nathan. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. I was actually calling. I was looking to speak with Rebecca Walker.
Sure. One moment, so let me transfer you.
All right, thank you.
So in commercial transactions, you can.
It's loud.
Can I help you?
Hi, Rebecca.
Yes.
Hey, Rebecca. This is Nathan. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, thanks. I um I was calling because I'm an investor and I'm looking for a title company that services the Orlando area, and you I saw that you were referred.
Well, I thank you. Yes, actually, I handle the whole state of Florida. I am personally in Orlando, but I do handle the whole state. I've been in the business for, I guess, over 40 years. And for the last 5 or 6 years, I deal mostly with wholesalers, not solely, but mostly. And I do residential, commercial, sub-2 assignments, seller financing, blind ads, you name it.
Oh my god, Rebecca, you're singing music to my ears.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's excellent. Okay, great. Well, I guess yeah, because my first question was going to be, if you guys worked with investors, and yeah, obviously, you do, which is fantastic. Well, that's really good to know. I also, I was wondering if you'd also be able to help me out in another area too. My second question is, so I live up in Danbury, Connecticut. So I'm a little ways, little drive away. And my primary market was originally West Michigan. And I'm just now switching and opening up in Orlando. So Orlando, very new market to me. I mean, I like just starting out, opening things up there. So, I kind of get things set up on my end to where I get, a bunch of deals kind of coming my way and across my desk. However, when I'm new to a market, and especially with everything that's kind of going on in the market right now with interest rates and all that stuff, I'm very hesitant, to take something down and buy it myself until I've really, gotten to learn, the nuances of a specific market. However, in kind of that meantime, I was wondering if you happen to work with any end buyers, any fix and flippers or, buy and hold investors that, I don't know if maybe you any way you could possibly connect me, with them. And that way, when a good deal comes across my desk, I can just hand it off to them and they can transact the deal through you. And I can kind of learn a little bit about the market in the process. And it's a win-win for everyone.
Well, here's what I usually do with brand new clients. Is I will JV with you if you want, because I have lots of buyers. And I have buyers in different boxes, as they say.
Oh, okay.
So some people, they like certain areas. Some people, they like only 3-2s. Some people don't care. Some people, whatever. So to give you a generalized list isn't going to help you, because you're going to spin your wheels trying to find what box each person is in, right? But I know my clients, and I know, like I said, this guy, he likes 3-2s. This guy, he'll buy duplexes. This guy, he does this or he does that,
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have those people all over the whole state.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, so basically, the way we would handle it is like, if you brought the seller, then I would bring the buyer, and then we would split or come to an agreement about, like, if you're making $15,000, are we going to split it in half? Are you getting 10 and I'm getting 5, or whatever.
Right.
I mean, right. I'm not a greedy person, because I do the title as well, and I do get that fee as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's, but also I'm there to guide you, make sure that your paperwork is correct, make sure that you're abiding by laws, things like that.
Yeah, wow, that's no, that's amazing. I think that's great that you work in that capacity. I typically the way I operate is I know most people they tend to they'll get like a massive list of like 5, 10,000 people or whatever, and they just kind of email blast something out. I'm kind of the total opposite. I really just look to build a couple relationships with a few key people, and I like to work with the same people, and on a much more personal level.
Yeah. I agree with that, because right now there's so many frauds out there, so many frauds.
Yeah.
And I have this one company that works all over the state of Florida, and they will tie up everything under contract just to do it, and then they'll back out on you usually at the last few days before closing.
Oh wow.
And I would hate, I would hate for your first deal to be something like that. So,
yeah.
Because I know these people, because I've been around so long in closing, with all these different people, I can pretty much tell you, who you don't want to mess with and who's honest and, stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you, for kind of the Orlando area, I guess, I don't know if off the top of your head, do you happen to know, I guess what kind of areas, people are really looking at, or for your kind of top buyers, what kind of criteria, they're looking for in a property, in a deal?
Well, different areas bring different things. There's a place in Orlando called Pine Hills, and that is a very bad area. So you should be able to buy cheap in there, but selling is going to be hard.
Mm-hmm.
Pine Hills, because it's a bad area,
Yeah.
Then over by Disney, you're gonna find it hard to get a deal unless you go into Kissimmee, and then the property values are less in Kissimmee. You can get more for your money in Kissimmee.
Okay.
And people use Airbnbs over there.
Okay. In Kissimmee?
By Disney. Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, no, that's good to know. So Pine Hills, it's funny. So in West Michigan, there was a city called Muskegon, and there was a specific neighborhood called Muskegon Heights, and kind of similar deal, to where we'd be able to kind of find these properties. I mean, dirt cheap. I mean, like a 3-bedroom, 1-bath for like, for like, 20, 30 grand. And I mean, like in good shape.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys we would reach out to, they wouldn't touch it. They weren't interested. They wouldn't look at it. And finally I asked him, I was like, hey man, help me out here. What am I missing? And he's like, look, he's like, he kind of had this like country boy accent. He's like, son, he's like, let me tell you something. He's like the last house that I did in that neighborhood. He's like, it was 2:00 on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and he's like, 3 guys broke in through the window, stabbed me in the arm, and stole my tools. He's like, you couldn't give me a house in Muskegon Heights. Yeah. And then he went on to tell me how it was like, one of the crime capitals, in the US. I was like, oh wow, okay. So guess that explains it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good to know.
Memphis is that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Now, do you?
Yeah, we have our parts of Orlando like that. Like you'll see a street called Orange Blossom Trail, which sounds like a beautiful place, but it's also known as OBT, which is the hood.
Okay.
So that's where the drugs are, the prostitutes. We also have, just pockets of different areas. And some of them, if they're not really right in the middle of the bad areas,
mm-hmm.
sometimes you will get people that will buy them for rental, but
Okay.
you're not going to make a ton of money on those.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. So stay away from OBT and Pine Hills. Got it. And then do you know when, I don't know if you happen to know off the top of your head, do you know kind of what type of criteria they look for in a property, or, you know, what type of percentages or margins, you know, they typically need to be at for a deal to work?
Yeah, it's usually 70%.
Okay. They'll buy it at 70.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's usually 70. The market changed a little bit from last year, but the rents were horrendous last year. I mean, they were super, super bad. And people were selling properties for way, way more than they were worth. But now everything has calmed down a little bit, and it's not quite so bad.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, to me, Orlando is a very good city, you know, to be wholesaling in. You also have, you know, areas surrounding it that are good areas. And, you know, my assistant here, he wholesales too, you know, so he could help you, you know, if you get something in this area, he can, you know, kind of tell you, okay, where's it at, or whatever.
Okay, neat.
So, and he might be able to do some boots on the ground, you know, if it's not too far, you know, if it's not too far away. And by boots on the ground, basically, he would just go over there and check it out for you, and, you know, take pictures and stuff, and then just tell you. You know, they do that for a fee because of gas and stuff like that. But,
Right.
You know.
No, yeah, I would love to chat with your assistant, because I'm looking to kind of connect with a few people in the Orlando market, you know, especially people that I don't know what your assistant's experience level is, but I'm kind of looking for a few newer people to where. Oh, great. Well,
He's new in the business, yeah.
Okay, because I'm looking for a few newer people that I can kind of work with, to whereas, yeah, it's because I know I have kind of you know, a kind of a number of things that I can kind of teach newer people with wholesaling in the business, and be able to kind of help them out with, you know, if they're kind of actively working at things. You know, I know the biggest thing is sales and negotiating. You know, that's the number one thing that I'm able to teach them. And then a bit about their marketing and lead generation. And so I'm looking for a few people that I, you know, would be willing to do that, and you know, I can kind of teach them and mentor them. And then if they get a deal, you know, we would just kind of basically, yeah, kind of what you're talking about. You know, me and them would JV it if they were able to bring a deal to the table, and then probably end up, you know, giving you a call.
Yeah, well, he works with me during the day, so, you know, basically we just try to keep everything in house, pretty much. You know.
Yeah, that's great. Is there any way?
I'm trying to do like a one-stop shop, you know. That way, you know, it's just easier for the client.
No, yeah, it makes it, you know, easier. It definitely helps it able to be, you know, good and profitable for you guys, which is great. Is there any way that I don't know if you'd be able to, I'm sorry, what was your assistant's name?
Ryan Jones.
Ryan. I don't know if there's any way that
Brian, please.
Oh, Brian, excuse me. I don't know if there's any way that yeah, you'd be able to connect us, and maybe I could try giving him a call at some point. Either I know I'm pretty tied up this afternoon, but maybe next week I could give him a call if you know, that's something that you think you might be interested in.
Okay, well, he just walked into the office. Brian, this is Nathan Valle. He's from up north, but he's looking to wholesale here in Orlando.
Oh, cool.
Okay, and I told him that you were new, looking to get started and everything.
Yeah.
And he said that maybe the two of you could work together.
Yeah.
And then he was saying that you know, that maybe the two of you can speak or whatever. And yeah.
For sure.
So
Nathan either give Brian your number or Brian give Nathan your number, and you guys take it from there.
Yeah, let me get my phone out. I'll shoot you a text. What's
Yeah.
your number, Nate?
My number is 845-853-6551.
Okay, and you said 853, right?
Yeah, that's correct. 845-853-6551.
Okay, cool. All right, just text you now. Where are you at now?
So I currently live up in Danbury, Connecticut, but I'm just looking to open things up in Orlando. Yeah, I'll give you like a quick 30-second rundown. My primary market was originally West Michigan. Last year I contracted 113 properties, and I did it all over the phone. You know, hadn't even been to the state. So yeah, I'm looking to kind of switch things up. I want to open up in Orlando. And I'm kind of taking a different route with things, and I'm yeah, looking for kind of like a few people that are kind of newer, to wholesaling, but that are active and kind of working at it, and looking for a way to kind of teach you guys some stuff, and basically kind of be a mentor to you, and you're able to do kind of some lead generation, and then if we're able to get a deal to the table, we could split it, and then of course go through Rebecca. But I know, yeah, I've got a lot I could kind of teach you in the process.
Oh, that'd be great. I mean, I've been watching a lot of stuff and listening and seeing, when I hear people talk on the phone here, and I've been using Privy, but I'm still really new to it. So, yeah, that sounds awesome. I would love that, actually. That's kind of how I like to learn anyway. So, I guess that's from being when I grew up, I would play a lot of music. I always had like a music teacher. You know what I mean? You had a band leader, stuff like that. So I'm kind of used to that. But yeah, that sounds good. Do you come down here at all, or are you just gonna work from up there?
No, so right now it's going to be totally remote for a while, anyways. So at some point, I'm sure I'll make the trip, but it'll probably, same thing for Michigan. Michigan, I was doing deals for like 7 months until I finally made it out there. So it might be a little while till I make it down to Orlando. But no, man, yeah, I'd love for us to connect, and we can hop on like on Zoom or something, and kind of meet face to face a little bit.
Yeah, are you free tomorrow or anything like that, or do you not do work weekends or?
Oh no, I mean I definitely work weekends. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
This weekend's just a little bit out of whack for me. Yeah, we could connect sometime tomorrow. What times would work well for you?
I'm free the whole day. I mean, I'll be looking at stuff online and things like that. I might go drive around tomorrow for a little bit because I do that sometime. And but I'm pretty free the whole day. I don't have like a set time for anything.
Okay, cool. So yeah, let me shoot you a text like sometime in the morning, and we'll probably connect around noonish, maybe like 1-2 o'clock.
Yeah, that's fine. Either tomorrow's good, Sunday's good. Either way, I'm pretty open, man. I want to learn how to do this, and I'm ready to go. So
cool, man. I love it. Are you familiar with Nathan Payne at all?
No.
Oh man, you'll have to look him up. So
is it like a coach guy or something, or?
Yeah, you could look him up on YouTube. So I work with him. I'm not, this isn't like, I'm not trying to sell you a mentorship or coaching or anything like that. But we're actually, we're doing like this 30-day challenge to where he's starting in like a brand new market, like no resources, nothing. And I'm doing the same thing. He chose Atlanta, Georgia. I chose Orlando. So you'd kind of be able to hop in and help me out, through this challenge. And we're trying to see like how quick we can kind of get things set up and do a deal in a new market with like absolutely no money, no contacts, nothing. So,
nice.
Yeah, man. So
I can be your guinea pig.
I hope you're ready to drink from a water hose, man. It's I'm going to be throwing a lot of stuff at you, but you'll learn a ton.
No, that's good. I learn quick, and I just got to once I just do it once or twice, I'll get it. You know what I mean? I'm like that. I'm one of those people. So I already get the whole concept of it. It's just getting one down on your belt. So, but yeah, is it Payne or Pain?
Payne.
For Nathan. Okay.
Yep. So yeah, it's funny. Okay, his name's Nathan Payne. I'm Nathan Valle. So don't not to get confused.
It's all right. Cool. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow then. And do you need to talk to Becky again?
I think I'm all set for right now. Unless there was anything that Becky needed from me. I know I've definitely got her number, and she was able to answer all my questions. So. Yeah, I know Becky and I will definitely be in touch.
Okay. Are you under an LLC name?
What, with you guys?
Well, I guess in general, I didn't know if you were.
He probably doesn't have an LLC.
Gotcha. Okay. Just wondering. So, okay.
If do you mean like if I have like a large company name? I have LLCs that I use for when I buy properties, but I don't have like like an offer on homes or anything like that.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, cool.
All right, cool, man. Well, hey, I really looking forward to it, and yeah, we'll chat more then. All right, and thank you so much, Becky. You guys have a great rest of your day.
All right, you too.
Take care. Bye. Boom! Boom! That is what's up. Man, 2 birds, 1 stone. Man, Angel feeling the energy. Guys, that was super awesome. So, a couple really cool things. 1, another awesome title company that does sub 2 creative deals, assignments, double closes, the whole 9. 2, she's like, now we were hoping to get the direct contact with the buyers, but that's okay too. She's looking to JV, but that's fine because she already has those really key relationships. So, and she's able to give me a ballpark, what percentage, they need to be at for their criteria. And then 3, we're getting set up for next week. Bro, we've got a guy he's like, yeah, bro, sign me up. Like, I'd love to work with you, help you out, and learn in the process. So, guys, one of the things is you don't have to pay for everything, right? It's when you develop skills, that is what you can offer people, right? And you don't need to have money. That's why this whole thing, wholesaling, whatever it is you're looking to do, the number one thing is we're not looking to get money. We're looking to develop skills and acquire more and more skills. So, because when you have skills, makes you invaluable, right? No matter what. That's why, you guys have always heard the saying, like, if you take, all the billionaires and the richest people in the world, if you were to take all their money, all the resources and everything from them today, the vast majority of them would have it back, in almost no time. Why? Because their skill sets, the skills they've developed are so valuable. So, and that's what they have to offer, right? So for this guy, I'm able to offer him kind of my skills, this opportunity. And for him, dude, he's going to learn a lot, like with kind of the things I'm going to teach him and stuff he's going to be doing. He's going to be able to learn things at such a fast pace compared to him just kind of watching on YouTube and doing it on his own. So that is exciting. So boom, Rebecca Walker. That is a big old green. Let me text this dude back. He texted me. Brian Jones. Man, Friday is off to a good start, guys. We are killing it today. Killing it. Oops. Wholesaler, Orlando. Guys, and the other thing with Becky, she's got buyers statewide, which is nice, and for pretty much everything, she said, which is great. Brent, so look at that. I mean, like if she was, if somebody like that is your first call, yeah, you have to split the deal, but it's like you have a go-to person for like literally any deal that you find. You know what I mean? Like it's one call, one contact, and it's like, okay, cool. I can now start making offers on, whatever, for the most part. Brian Jones. Hey, Brian. This is Nathan Valle. It was great chatting with you on the phone. Look forward to connecting tomorrow. And guys, the other thing, I love people that are eager to work on weekends. Bro, if he was like, ooh, could we actually put it off to like Monday or Tuesday? Like, I'm gonna be doing this or that. Guys, for wholesale, like we want people that are hungry. Look, if you don't have the skills, that's okay. If you're like really struggling with some areas, whatever the case, dude, that's fine. Like if you've got the hunger, I can work with that. I am more than happy to help people out if you're hungry to willing to do whatever it takes. All right, boom. Have to go see my rehab. We'll be watching on my phone. Love to talk to you, my brother. Love it. Awesome, man. Hope you get some value from it. Dude, hope the rehab's going well. Hope it is going well. That's awesome, man. Yeah, definitely check up on those rehabs. All right. What time? It is 10:11. So we are going to call Ryan, the dude we've been trying to get a hold of for a couple days. So this guy was popular. He left me a voicemail the other day too. What's his 0781? Yeah, so this was the voicemail he left me. I think it was yesterday.
Hey, Nathan, this is Ryan with Southeast Professional Title. I got your voicemail earlier this morning. Sorry it took me so long. It's the first day of the month, and I'm wrapping up from the end of the month of last month, and it's a little insane. Everything gets pushed, to the following day. So, but yeah, give me a call, 407-539-0781. Like I said, I'm in and out of closings all day. So if you don't reach me, just leave me a voicemail. I promise I'll call you back, and we'll eventually get on the phone. 407-539-0781. Thanks. Bye.
Cool. So that's who we're going to be calling in 60 seconds because I got to get another cup of tea. So let me throw it in the chat so that you guys can see. Tea refill. Be back in 60 seconds. I think it was more like 2 minutes yesterday, but all right, we'll be right back. Right back. Oh, let me switch mute just in case anybody comes running on in here. All right, be right back, guys. All right. We are back. Boom. What's up, gang? All right. Got tea refill. It is hot. Gonna call us up some Ryan. So we're gonna call this dude. Oh, I am Facebook user. What was that acronym for? The hood. She said OBT. It was called like Orange something something. Trying to see if I see it. Orange. Does anyone see orange? Yeah, it was orange something. It was just the initials of what the name of the place was. Oh well. But Pine Hills was the other place, which was like, yeah, not so great. Yeah, guys, so you guys got to hear that quick story about that neighborhood called Muskegon Heights. So that is one thing, guys. You'll like war zone areas, like war zone neighborhoods, really rough areas. Guys, it is like you'll be able to pick up properties cheap, but I'm serious. Like there are some places to where like, dude, like you can't give them away. This place I'm talking about, Muskegon Heights, this neighborhood, dude, guys, investors that bought properties there, they would buy them for like $5,000, like owner financed, like 100% owner financed. And I mean, like, dude, these aren't like tear down mobile homes or anything like that. Like, dude, it's an actual house. Like they're a little bit on the smaller side, like 1,000 square foot house with like an attached garage. And it's, don't get me wrong, it's not like the nicest house ever, but like it's a legit house. It's a solid house. It's livable. And like dudes would be buying them for like $5,000, but the neighborhood's so bad because there's like shootings and murders there like weekly. I think the area is actually starting to turn a little bit, but still has a ways to go. Whew. All right. Let's call up Ryan. All right, Ryan. Come on, bro. Pick up your phone this time. Um, 539-0781.
Good morning. Thanks for calling Southeast Professional Title. How may I direct your call?
Hi, this is Nathan. I was looking to speak with Ryan, please.
He's actually in a closeout at the moment. Would you like his voicemail?
Would there be a better time for me to call back?
I'm not sure. It just started. I'm not sure how long it's going to take.
Oh, got it. Yeah, sure. You can put me to his voicemail.
You have reached Ryan Kopchak. I'm away from my desk. Please leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hey, Ryan, it's Nathan. No, we've been playing telephone tag a little bit. This is my cell phone number. You can call or text me at this number. If it's easier, you can text me if there's another number that might be better to reach you at. Look forward to chatting soon. My number is 845-853-6551. Thanks. Bye-bye. This dude. Well, guys, when people are hard to reach like that, and like because they're doing closings or this and that, it's actually a good thing because it means they've got work to do. So it is good. It is there's a silver lining to it. And I imagine he would be busy since everyone was like referring this guy. Love the call with the title company. Hugo, thanks, man. Yeah, bro. That was a good one. That was a really good call. And guys, it's recognize kind of the patterns as you're watching this, right? Like I pretty much have the same conversation with every single person, right? Like I'm like verbatim almost saying the same thing. You know, you guys can do this too. You know, it's even if you look at the last call. So when I was chatting with the kid Brian, who I'm gonna have a call with tomorrow, um, I didn't even bring like I was like, hey, here's some of the things I've done, but I didn't even. And you might say like, well, Nate, hey, easy for you, man. Like I haven't contracted 100 properties. I haven't, you know, done all this stuff. I don't, you know, I can't say that like I work with Nathan Payne or this other stuff. I only brought that up at the end after he was already on the hook. He was already like, dude, yeah, like, bro, I'm all for it, right? I said, hey, I'm looking for someone. Oh, who's this? Who's 9999? Oh, come on, where was it? Oh, it just answered. Hello?
Hey, somebody call this number?
Yeah, it's Nathan. How you doing?
Who's Nathan?
Hey, this is Rob, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Rob. I just spoke with Naomi from Omega Title. Yeah,
Right. You know, it's funny because I'm originally from New York, so when I see the New York number, I'm like, who would be calling me from there? But yes, Naomi told me the other day, you're an investor looking to break into South Florida market, or am I on the wrong track?
Yeah, no, I mean more in the Orlando area.
Okay.
Is that where you? Yeah, I originally so I actually live in Danbury, Connecticut right now. Previously, my market was West Michigan, and I did a bunch there, and looking to switch, and I'm just now opening up in Orlando. And you know, when I go into a new market, typically I'm really you know, especially with kind of everything that's going on in the market right now, I'm really hesitant to buy stuff right off the bat. I like to you know, kind of get to learn the nuances, get to learn the market a little bit. And so in the meantime, what I'll do is I still set everything up on my end where I get a bunch of deals kind of coming my way and across my desk. But in the beginning, I really just like to kind of hand those off and be able to assign those to a few guys that I know. And I do things a lot differently than most people. I don't, you know, do a big list of like 5,000-10,000 people and just do an email blast. I really just look for a few kind of key people that I can have a relationship with, and you know, I like to work much more on a personal level.
Gotcha. All right. Yep. I get properties all over Florida, so I can help you with that. Obviously, the wholesale market is my niche, so I can help you get these properties. So you're assigning them, put a little something on top, and sending it over to your people. I'll give you my email. Shoot me an email of what it is exactly you look for. You know, what's your sweet spot. I know the simple answer is anything that I can make money on, but at the same point, you know, just give me a little bit. Hey, single family homes, duplexes, we like this, we like that, and then I can plug that stuff in and minimize. You know, so you're not getting deals across your desk that just aren't your flavor. I'd rather you get, you know, half the amount of deals across your desk, but they're all ones that you would buy. You know.
Yeah. So it sounds like do you do wholesale only, or do you do rehabs and buy them yourself?
I do everything. I lend money. I do wholesaling. I develop properties. My thing with wholesaling for me is all over the place, and I've wholesaled the entire country. For rehabs, I'm specifically right now, you know, down in South Florida, so Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, a little bit of Miami Gardens area, and anywhere in between that from, you know, Pembroke Pines and up. I have the ability to put a full team in there and get rehabs done fairly quickly. Outside of that, I don't really have too many construction boots on the ground where I actually do the renovations in, let's say, Orlando or something like that. But we sell properties up there all the time for people.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
We take in properties regularly with the same idea. You know, I only take in stuff that I would actually close on, because if I don't find a buyer, or if I don't want to sell it, I close on it. So they usually tend to be decent stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so if you give me an idea, I'll give you my email. Just give me a little bit of an idea of exactly what you're looking for. I can narrow it down and get you some stuff that, you know, interests you and your buyers.
Yeah, and likewise, I know for you, what do you kind of see people buying at, or for you guys, what kind of criteria or margins do you look for? If I were to find something in Orlando, that would be a fit for
Are
you.
your investors cash themselves, or they borrow money? Because holding costs obviously change the aspect of the deal for some people.
Yeah, I'd be looking to use hard money.
Okay, so the Orlando, usually it doesn't matter what market, right? I find with realtor fees, general construction in these normal rehabs we look for usually range from 35 to 55,000. So I always look for at least 120 to 130 bare minimum on the bone. That gives someone like yourself, let's say if you're borrowing hard money and you borrow most of the money for the purchase price, at least 80% of it, you'd probably find those sweet spots of possibilities between 25,000 and 35,000, depending on what you actually do in the rehab, how you deliver it, how fast you sell it, so on and so forth. So that's usually the average market that I look for, no less than that. When you're tying up anywhere from 225 to 300,000, that's the numbers that I came up with that for what I do work well. Because you can bang them out quickly. They're not long rehabs, 45 days, 50 days back on the market, and you're selling usually under that 400,000 mark. So your buyer pool is not ever really affected by any market, right? They're those paychecks that are coming from the government for whatever they do on a regular basis, and interest rates on 400,000 at 5% or 7% is at the end of the world, right? Interest rates on $4 million at that is a drastic difference. So those tend to be the sweet spots for fix and flips. Rentals, I go with anything that usually has at least 30 to 50,000 in equity getting in, but that has a gross cap rate of anywhere of 8.5 to 10%. And then I don't like the expenses to be any more than 2-3% max, so that you're at that 7% net cap rate or higher. So that's how I distinguish if it's a key for a rental. That's pretty much it.
Okay, got it. And do you so I primarily look at the residential space mostly only. Do you do anything with vacant land?
I do. So I buy land and I develop projects. I resell them. I also buy land and just resell land. But usually that kind of stuff is bigger land where you can build multi-units, and it's luxury of some sort by the beach, on the water. Land, inland, and things of that nature is okay. Up in Orlando, there's a lot of land opportunities, and the cost of building is a little less, so there might be some deals up there that make more sense than where I am in East Fort Lauderdale. But I tend to move more houses than I do land for sure.
Okay, and if I were to find a land that kind of fit that criteria in Orlando, it sounds like it's probably not something that you would be interested in for yourself.
No, I don't. I won't. So as of right now, I do a lot of development. I got a bunch of projects, and I do a lot of wholesaling lending. I don't have the ability to construct and rehab stuff or build. Not far. Orlando's 3 hours from me.
Got it.
And the biggest thing in this game is knowing that for any investor, no matter who you are, your construction is your variable. That's how I've built my model. All my construction in-house. Everybody works for me that does my stuff, but I keep it close to home because, well, I have to watch it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Got it. Okay. Yeah, well, Rob, I'll tell you, man, dude, that's still so funny. You're from New York, man. It was fun. I picked up on it as soon as you answered the phone. I was like, oh no, this guy's got that New York energy.
I lived in Kingston for like 3 months. Then I couldn't make it, and I came back to Florida. My wife bought a spa in Woodstock.
Oh, no, okay. So I pretty much grew up in Saugerties like my whole life.
My mother lives in Saugerties.
My mother-in-law lives on Bourne Terrace in Saugerties.
Oh yeah, man, it's a crazy small world. I lived on West Saugerties Road, up in like the Blue Mountain area. If you guys knew that. Yeah, man, that's so funny. That's crazy. Well,
that's crazy. My wife owned River Rock Spa in Woodstock, New York.
Oh wow.
We used to go to Sun Trust for breakfast. I spent 3 months up there and was like, I moved to Florida and never looked back. I'm like, I know why I moved to Florida and never looked back.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, man. I'm probably, it's taking me some time. I've made it over to Connecticut, which isn't that far, but I'm slowly probably gonna make my way down there.
It's a beautiful place down here. But yeah, man, I'll shoot you a text to this number, my email, and then send me what you look for and a quick little recap, and then I'll put you into the system and have deals sent to you. A lot of them come automatically by text.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and then we'll go from there. And then again, look, one thing I've done in this business that I've noticed for the last 13 years that other people, not saying other people don't do it, but it's not the normal, is face value, right? I know you want to make money. I know you're not going to buy every deal. I'm not an idiot. And the same thing with me. I don't close on every single deal. I lock up. I'd have to have an endless supply of liquid cash, and it would be ridiculous. Yeah. So just be straight, like that's how I close deals. Closed deals are the only deals that matter to me. Talked about once, don't do shit. They don't pay my bills. Mm-hmm. So tell me, like, hey, I need to make X, or I want to make X, or hey, how can we make X, or hey, I can't fund this one, but if we can table fund it and close, I'm a deal maker. That's what I do, right? So I have the ability to close majority of deals that come my way. Always when the players are involved are a little more face value, so we get it done as a group effort versus me trying to push shit uphill.
No, look, Rob, I love it, man. I'm the same exact way. If I kind of send something your way, just let me know. If it doesn't work for you, just be straight up with me and just let me know, what you need or where it needs to be at.
I'll let you know, like, hey, this doesn't work for me, but I'm 95% sure I can sell it to someone. Just write me a contract, give me 5 days, 3 days, whatever. Don't hold me to it, but I'm trying to move it with you instead of trying to fool you to think that I'm buying it and I'm selling it to someone else.
Yeah, no, same thing. If you send something my way, and if it's not a fit for me, but I know a guy who can buy it, I'll definitely text you and let you know, and be straight up with you.
Awesome. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the phone call.
All right. Thanks, Rob. I'll be in touch.
All right. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye. All right, cool. Who's calling me now? Who we got? Is it Ryan? No, it's not Ryan. Who's this? Hello?
Hey, Nathan.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Jacob Ewing. How are you?
Hey, Jacob. How's it going?
Life's good, man. Sorry, when you called, I was just in the middle of some meetings with my agents, and I just was, I guess, kind of scatterbrained when you called me. So.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah. So I know we were talking on Facebook. You had a property there. I just wanted to kind of get introduced and see if I could maybe help you out in the future with any properties that you get. First off, I'm with New Western. Have you heard of us before?
Yeah. So I've done some stuff in Texas. I know you guys have been.
Which part? That's where I literally just moved from Fort Worth in June to launch this office in Orlando. I was the #3 agent in the company and did a lot of deals out there, so I probably helped you out. Maybe
awesome, man. It was DFW.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember what the deal was. I had a partner. It was like there's 3. Our primary market was actually West Michigan, and these were kind of 3 deals that just kind of came across our desk. But yeah, it was. I can't remember who we worked with. But yeah, man, that's funny.
I'm sure I know who you worked with because I did a lot there. And actually, the guy that I came out here with, he was in our Dallas office. I was in Fort Worth, so we both kind of ran that area really well. And what we've done is we moved out here to Orlando to pick things up here and started off from the ground. And we just had a lot of success building our network and coming into fruition, man. It's been great. So that's kind of what we did is we moved from there. I was one of the top dogs in the company, and they're like, hey, you want this opportunity? I'm like, heck yeah, sounds like a good fit for me, because that's always what I like to do is buy houses and then also help train and develop people. That's kind of my passion. But
that's
you guys
awesome,
are out
man.
of Michigan?
I'm sorry?
Are you out of Michigan? Is that where you live?
No, so I actually live up in Danbury, Connecticut. So
oh, okay.
Yeah, so everything I did, I had a partner that lived in he lived in Michigan, but everything I did was remote.
Wow, that's good. Hopefully you're not dealing with too much of that cold weather. I've heard it's getting really cold up there. I don't know if Connecticut's a part of that cold wave.
A little bit. We've got like mid 20s today, so it's a little cold for sure today.
Dang, man.
Not like Orlando, man. That's for sure.
I'm happy to be here. I grew up in Cincinnati, northern Kentucky, so I know all about the cold weather and dealt with that for a long time, and love Florida now. That's for sure.
Oh, awesome. There you go.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to get in contact, and it sounds like you guys are maybe starting to look around in these areas too, and you got some deals coming your way. So if you ever get something and you're like, hey, I want to get a good number, or see where Jacob would be at, feel free to reach out and let me know anything that you get. Typically, if you did work with us there, what we ask for is a couple days inspection, see if we can get it out to our end buyers and they'll get them to close. We're local. All my team is made up of agents. So we've done a really good job at finding these actual end buyers who close on the deals. So,
awesome. What I know you said you guys are kind of newer to the Florida market. What markets in Florida are you?
We've been here for 8 years, actually.
Oh, wow, okay.
Florida, in Tampa and St. Pete. We just basically came here to Orlando, Jacksonville, and Fort Myers to kind of help develop these areas as well just recently, but took a lot of that network from Tampa that's been here for 7+ years. So kind of came in here with that help.
Okay, awesome.
And honestly, we've been one of the top 3 office. They have like listings of all the top offices, and we're in the fastest growing category because we're under the 2-year mark.
Yep.
And we've been in the top 3 every month we've been out here. We've just really dominating, especially even here in Florida. So that's been a really hot spot for our company.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. Dude, you gotta share your secret sauce with me or something.
Yeah, man. It's just finding good people and building around that. That's really what I like to do. I like to be around people that I can work with and help train, and it's been a good fit for us. So yeah, we're in Orlando, Central Florida. We're gonna be Kissimmee, Deltona, DeLand, those areas north and south, Ocala, Leesburg, those areas up north. And then on the coast, the East Coast, I'm going to be in Palm Bay, Cocoa Beach, Daytona. We're not all the way down south yet. We generally go to about Fort Pierce is about our lowest area that we go to in service. We haven't gotten down to the South Florida market at all as a company.
Oh, okay.
Just because there's a lot of just a lot more going on down there than there is up here with a bunch of other stuff. So we focus where we're at now.
Got it. All right. And then
that helps. I can send you kind of my zip codes and stuff where we buy and how that all breaks down. I've created this document to send to people who are wanting to maybe start targeting this area.
Yeah, that'd be super helpful because that's what I was looking to do right now. Just because, like I said, I mean, I'm like just starting to open up in Orlando. So
do you have contracts and like terminations and all that? I got a package I could send you with blank addendum, termination, contract. You got all that stuff already?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm actually doing this really cool thing right now. I work with a guy, and we're each starting brand new in different markets and doing like a 30-day challenge and kind of streaming it and kind of teaching people on our platform.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, bro. So that would be amazing, man. Because I can show people, hey, man, New Western, they hook you up with free resources and all this stuff. So that'd be amazing. Yeah, if you don't mind, just
something like that, that would be great. And use me as a person for them to call. I help run the acquisition and sales department, so I'd be happy to help out anybody, man. That'd be great. I'll send this over to you. Is this your cell phone, Nathan?
Yeah. This is my personal cell, so you can call, text me anytime.
I'll text you my email and my name and all that good stuff, and then just give me your email back, shoot it over, and I'll send you that toolkit.
Okay, cool. And then the zip codes, does that have so one of the things I'm looking for is I'm just trying to get a feel for kind of what percentages, what price points, buyers are buying at Is that in
It
there?
gives you a rough idea. And if you wanted to ever discuss, something with me, and we could either like, hey, how's this one? Would this work for you guys at this number and all that? We definitely can talk, and I can help. And keep in mind, I'm in a tower here in my office. I'm like marching the streets and knocking on doors or anything. I work with people like yourself to help build my network. That's where I really specialize in. So if you ever want to run a deal with me, man, I'm open to doing that. Seeing what I can help you do and help us both make money.
Yeah, no, I love that, man. That sounds great.
Cool. Well, let me get this over to you. And if you get a deal, if you want to call or text me, either way is great.
Okay, perfect, man. Sounds like a plan.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for taking my call, Nathan, and look forward to working with you. Just get me over your email, and I'll get this package to you.
Yeah, Jacob, I really appreciate it. It was great chatting with you, man, and I'm sure we'll be talking again real soon.
Sounds great. Talk to you later.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Man, good call after good call after good call. Man, today has been fire. Absolute fire, man. Bro, that he's a killer. Dude, Jacob Ewing? I don't know how to pronounce it. Yo, that guy's awesome, man. So, yeah, New Western, man. If they're in your market, they can be. And guys, it's not okay, great, like my problem solved for everything, but it's just another great asset, another great person to use, another great resource. Let me add this guy to my contacts. One thing I loved, so he talked about sales and whatnot. I do the same thing typically. Did you guys notice the specific action that he wanted for me to do? Right? Text me back your email. He said it like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, I'm going to send you a link, and then just text me back your email. Yep, and just text. Yep, and then you're going to text me back your email. Yep, and then you're going to. Right? What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to text him my email. Right? I'm going to do it right now. I mean, I would have done it anyways, but you want to do the same thing when you're talking with anybody, right? We talked about effective communicating. When you're talking with sellers, agents, whoever, if you set an appointment, when I talk to a seller, it's the same way. It's kind of hysterical. I'm like, okay, Mr. Seller, great. So tomorrow at 2:00 works for you? Yep, yeah, that time works. Okay, great. I'll give you a call tomorrow at 2:00. Okay, thanks, Mr. Seller. You have a good one. Look forward to chatting again tomorrow at 2:00. Okay, great. Talk to you at 2:00. Bye-bye. Right? And it's like you overlook because you want to drill that in of like, this is our appointment, or this is the thing that I need, and like be really specific about it. Jacob Ewing, New Western. Yeah, that guy's a baller, man. Hey, Jacob. Great chatting. And guys, he's dude, he talked about he's like got a whole packet of, I think I mentioned this, it was either yesterday or day one, or was it today? I don't know, man. It's all a blur. The free resources you can get, one, it's so many people giving out free stuff on like YouTube and whatnot. But this guy, he's like, bro, you need contracts, you need addendums, you need whatever. He's like, bro, just let me know. And, I don't need them, but to kind of show you guys, I said, yeah, sure. Like send it over so you guys can see, like, these are the kind of things, like you can literally have nothing. Like you don't even need contracts. Bro, you can get all of that stuff, guys. You can get all of that stuff. People are willing to give it to you. All right. Hey, Jacob. Great chatting on the phone. Great chatting on the telephone, huh? That is not autocorrect. Great chatting on the phone. got a lot of really exciting stuff going on. Look forward to speaking soon. You can email me at for expressbuyers.com. Or, I'm sorry, at gmail.com. All right. Angel, I have something in Kingston. We need to talk. Bro, you're in Kingston? Dude, that's great. That's my old stomping grounds, man. Kingston, New York. If we're talking like the same Kingston, upstate New York, I'd love to help you out, man. The first deal I ever did was in Kingston, and man, there was so many funny things with that deal. It was definitely like the hardest deal I ever did, but we got it to the finish line. And funny thing was, I actually sold it to a guy that I knew, but I didn't realize like until I met him at the house for him to view it. I was like, "Oh, dude!" I was like, "Is it you?" And he's like, "Yeah, man." And he bought the house. But yeah, Kingston, we can definitely talk. I know that area very, very well. You can email me. Boom, sent. Awesome. I actually wasn't expecting that conversation to go as well as it did. It's a deal I want to talk about. Yeah, man, we can talk about it. I don't know if you got my number. I've said it like a million times. You can just text me. 845-853-6551. Just shoot me a text and let me know it's you. And then maybe this afternoon we could hop on a call, or you could text me about it. Just let me know if it's like a lead you're working or if it's a property you have under contract. And just shoot me the address and I'll take a look at it. Okay, cool. There's Jacob. We didn't get Ryan, not yet, but Jacob was pretty good. And then let me text the and how about Rob, man? So Rob, we can get to talk about that conversation. Hugo, love the call with title company. Need a couple deals under my belt to feel the confidence, bro. Dude, confidence, it comes from doing it, man. I got the confidence because I had hundreds and hundreds of bad conversations with sellers. I've had, a bunch of contracts not go well. You know what I mean? The confidence comes from doing the work, man. So it's okay to not feel confident. Just work through that. Just keep working at it. Keep learning. Keep developing your skill set. And dude, the confidence will come, man. 100%. Okay, so let's break down real quick that call with Rob. So that guy Rob, he was from Naomi here. So Naomi, yeah. So it was funny, man. You guys, another thing, real quick. So two things about communicating, whether you're talking to sellers or whoever. Two things. One, I don't know if you guys have picked up on it, but depending who I'm talking to on the phone, my tonality changes. So Rob, he had that abrasive, like, assertive kind of that New York, if anybody's watching New Yorkers here, that New York energy, that New York vibe, right? So he was very standoffish on his tone at first, right? A little bit rougher. He talked a little bit quicker. And so I matched his tonality, right? Same thing when I was talking with Becky or even Jacob, my tone changes and the tempo at which I'm speaking, you want to match the person that, you're speaking with. And what that does is that builds rapport, right? Being like them. So that's just a tip for you guys. If you guys were to ever see me cold calling, it's hysterical because like my tonality is changing like every 3 seconds depending on who I'm talking to. Go from like talking to like a really high energy guy and then talking to like, a sweet old grandma. Bounces all over the place. All right. So Rob, going back to that Rob conversation. Oh, I forgot the other point. That was one point, matching tonality and tempo. And then 2, the easiest tool you guys can start using right now, the tactic, like today, practice using it. The power in conversation when you're talking to people, the power of pausing. Just pausing, right? Even me pausing right there. It felt kind of awkward, right? Do you want to do that same thing? If you notice, I'll kind of pause for a while. Like I'll say something, like I'll make a statement or I'll ask a question or I'll do whatever and I'll just pause. And I'll wait for them to fill that void because people naturally feel uncomfortable when there's like just this open dead space in conversations. They feel the need to say something, right? So when we pause, it allows us to get more information and allows them to say more or go into a little bit more detail on something. And it's hilarious when you get good at it, it becomes hysterical because like the other person feels super awkward when you pause or like you pause for a really long time. But it's super effective. Okay, back to Rob. So Rob, that was kind of a weird conversation. So Rob, if you guys kind of picked up on it, he was like, I think he was kind of, a little confused as to what I was trying to communicate. He was kind of thinking I was a fix and flipper looking to get on his list. It sounds like he was primarily talking to me of like, he's like, hey, I wholesale. I mean, he does rehabs and he does a whole bunch of stuff, but he's very specific to just his market, which I can't remember what it was. But if he's going to buy something in himself, it wasn't Orlando. I don't know if it was Fort Lauderdale, maybe. I don't know. But basically, he wouldn't be buying any of my deals, most likely, unless it's something he could buy and list. But for the most part, if I were to bring a deal to him, he would just be looking to JV and like wholesale it, to somebody in his network. Now, the flip side, he was like, yeah, man, he wanted to put me on his list and send me whatever wholesale deals come his way. So, and that's kind of part of our strategy is getting on a bunch of these lists. And the nice thing is one thing I like about New York, right? New Yorkers, we get the vibe of, or sometimes get the reputation of like, dude, they're all jerks. You're not totally off, right? A lot of us can be, for sure, right? Just super aggressive, over the top. But the one nice thing is tend to be like just super direct. Right? Rob was like, super direct. He's like, dude, look, just like be straight up. He's like, I don't care if you're doing this. I don't care if you're doing that. He's like, look, this is what I'm looking for. He's like, bro, just let me know. Right? And that's great. I love that. I'm the same way. So, and the other thing is he also was he mentioned a couple times as far as he was like, hey, if it doesn't work for you, he's like, call me and let me know. One thing that's really good to know about that is a lot of times, so many people, they get on these lists and they get all these emails coming in and they'll just see the initial price and they're like, oh, that's not a deal. Right? And they don't do anything. Right? This guy pretty much invited me. He's like, yo, when you look at my deals, he was like, please call me and renegotiate it. Because there's going to be margin. And he basically said, he was like, yo, I know what a good deal is. So I'm always putting out like a good deal. So I actually, like, I really want to be on that list. So I'm going to text him right now. So he has my email, and say thanks for the chat, and we'll be on that list. And then that wraps up today, folks. Man, what a Friday, dude! We had a lot going on today, guys. I hope you guys got some value out of today. There was a ton of stuff going on. We had a bunch of calls. I really hope you guys were able to get something out of it. And I hope more than anything that you guys are able to take something, even if it's just one thing. Take one thing from today, and the most important part, implement it. Right? Go try it out in your market, or wherever. If it's a sales or negotiating thing I mentioned, or something else that we were doing. Right, guys, implementation is the most important thing. Right? Don't just sit here. Don't just watch. Don't just keep kind of collecting info. Please, guys, go put it into practice. You can do it. I believe in you guys. Until next time, I hope everybody has an awesome weekend. Go watch Nathan Payne. He'll be starting day 3 in like 60 seconds here. Go watch him. Go support him. Help him out. Guys, have an awesome weekend. Be safe, and I will see you all soon. All right, take care, guys.